because honestly, I can tell you right now, the Linux community is going to absolutely hate my part 1. They are going to hate it, and some of them will probably hate me because you just honestly, I couldn't write some of the stuff that happened to me.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't make it up. Truth was stranger than fiction. And the thing is, anytime I say anything, whether it's positive or whether it's negative, there's going to be a small subset of users who are going to say he's shilling for this or trashing that or whatever. He's got some agenda. He's got some hidden motivation, right? And I guarantee it now, mark my words, someone who didn't watch this show, didn't see me make this prediction, is going to accuse me of fabricating some of the things that went wrong for me.
To make it more dramatic and interesting.
To make it dramatic, or to dunk on Linux or whatever. Maybe they think that Bill Gates' vaccine in my 5G reception is making me chill for Windows. Like, I don't know. I can't put myself in the head of these people, but I guarantee you that based on my experience, someone will not believe how badly it went for me and will find a way to make it about my hidden agenda here.
And then hopefully my side does at least my part 1, because I haven't done the rest of it. So maybe we'll switch sides later on. But hopefully my part 1 does contrast that, because the biggest problems that I had required sometimes slightly more than, but pretty much just a restart.
Right.
That was like pretty much.
I was surprised how much I have to restart on Windows or on Linux.
On Linux, it's
Windows has kind of fixed that now.
There is some stuff you can get, like I don't remember exactly what it's called, but there's a live updating tool.
Right.
That makes it you don't have to restart.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just surprised. Like I booted up and was just doing stuff like nothing with a brand new fresh image. It was like, hey, you need to restart your computer because like we did some stuff. Like, oh, really? Okay. I mean, I guess Windows does it all the time too. I guess I just don't notice because it just schedules it and then just like runs it in the middle of the night.
We did some stuff like it did it automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, we're having a very different experience. I'll just say that much. Nothing happened automatically on my side, which was I mean that's just I haven't revealed what distro and desktop environment I'm using yet, but that is going to be part of it.
This is great. So. Rich77, Linus, the Linux community is here to help, not slam a new user. We are here for you. That's Rich. Get it?
Yeah.
Like, yes, you know what? I'm sure that it's a minority of extremely toxic users. Just like any fan community, there's going to be a minority of really toxic users. There's a special kind of toxic gatekeeping that seems to go on in the Linux community.
Absolutely.
And you're going to get called out in this video. Sorry.
There's a lot of extremes. There's toxic gatekeeping, and then there's people that will just like stop at nothing to try to make sure that the door is open as wide as possible.
Yeah.
But there's
sometimes
both.
To your detriment. Like, no, it's really good. It's really good. It's really good.
There's no problems ever.
And I'll help you. You can call me anytime, night or day. It's like, right, but I don't want to talk to you for 3 hours a day. Yeah. Like, I just want to use my computer.
I want this to work. Is there anything so far, and maybe this is going too much into it, but is there anything so far that you've really liked or has gone really well?
Hold on. Speed Style says, the Linux community is here for you now until they see your video and can't wait to correct everything you should have done. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So it's not so much that I've seen things that I absolutely love about Linux, as much as I've been reminded that I should really make sure that I'm not coming at this from a completely one-sided standpoint. And my rants should include rants about Windows.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Something I complained about with Linux in general is that there's a dozen different ways to do things. And from a normal person perspective, I don't want a dozen different ways to do the same thing. I don't want that. I want one good, fast way. Maybe an alternate way in the event that that way is not working. Like, looking at you, Finder. You know how you can't manually refresh the contents of a folder in Finder because it should just work? Yeah, it should, but sometimes it doesn't.
It doesn't, yeah.
And it needs a refresh button, Apple. Anyway, the point is, I pointed that out. Like, I found something that drove me, really bananas. And I pointed out that Microsoft has actually done an astonishingly bad job of that. They started transitioning to their new style control panel with Windows 8. Windows 8 was when they started transitioning to, remember the new control panel?
Yeah.
Yeah, when did Windows 8 come out? Windows 8 release. It's like 2008 or something? 2012. Okay, 2012. This was 9 years ago. 9 years ago, Windows came out with this new control panel. There is still core functionality in Windows 11, 9 years later, that you have to go into the classic control panel for. So make up your mind, Microsoft. Do we do it this way or do we do it that way?
Just let me have the classic control panel, in my opinion. But yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's a whole separate conversation. I ran into another thing where I had just like I signed into Steam, and all my like friend requests and crap popped up in the bottom right corner, and I couldn't see anything in the bottom right corner or click on anything until it went away. I'm like, yeah, this is a terrible experience. It happens to be exactly the same terrible experience on Windows. I haven't tried it on 11 yet, but on Windows 10, it's exactly the same way. If really you get like a handful of notifications at a time, it's limited. I think it's 3, and then they go away, and there's not enough time to click on, and it stacks back up again, and you just can't click anything in your system tray until they're gone. It's horrible. It's like the people using it never. It's like the people designing the product never used it. It's that kind of thing. Like I searched for this is great. I searched for Explorer. Okay. In the start menu of one of our ingest stations to shoot a completely unrelated video yesterday. And get this. Guess what the top highlighted best match was? Well, okay, first of all, what do you think I wanted?
I'm assuming you wanted like... Actually, I don't know. Why would you search Explorer?
Explorer?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think I might have been trying to do?
My brain immediately jumped to like... the starting web browser, but that's Edge these days. So File Explorer, but why?
I wanted File Explorer.
Yeah,
okay.
And it should come up with that because Explorer, the web browser, doesn't exist anymore. So File Explorer should be the first thing that comes up.
So it comes up with Microsoft Edge.
Okay.
So somebody manually intervened, manually intervened in the search results and said, nope, that thing that is an exact character for character match is not the best match. It's this other thing.
It's this thing that we really want you to use. Please use it.
Please use Edge. Please use Edge.
We're gonna re-engineer how open with preferences work to make it way harder to not use it. Please use it.
Please use it. I mean, it's infuriating. And so I guess, I haven't been reminded. I haven't found so much things that are so much better with Linux as I found things that are also horrible about Windows, but that I just didn't really think about because I glide right through them. Like, okay, here's something that has bothered me on the particular desktop environment I'm using. When you click the button that clears away all your windows and takes you to the desktop. Okay. When you click that, it does what you would expect. Okay. And then if you Alt Tab and like find something you want and click it, it brings everything back.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, who thought this was what I would want to do?
I've had 2 things so far that I actually liked a lot. One of them was the media control area.
Sure.
I've really, really like it. Like something that I enjoy quite a bit is sometimes when you have something playing in a browser tab, you and I both have some issues when it comes to browser tabs.
Yes.
Sometimes it can be kind of hard to find it.
Yeah.
And like if I restored all my tabs and then it's like buried somewhere, like it can actually be a serious pain. And yes, there's the little speaker symbol on the tab, but when you got a lot of tabs open, it's pretty small, and you know. So this one will show you the different media things that are playing in the sound control panel.
Right.
And you can just pause, play, do whatever you want individually right there.
That's pretty cool.
I really like it. It also, if you had like some native app, like say Spotify, or one that's looking locally, all the controls for it would be available in there as well.
That's pretty cool.
Next song, pause, everything. And then the other thing that I really liked was during the installation of the operating system, instead of like asking if the operating system can steal your data in 47 different ways.
Yeah.
It just had essentially a like, hey, if you want to do productivity things, check out these apps for these things.
Right.
If you want to play games, check out these apps.
I liked
for
how
these
easy it
things.
was to encrypt my drive
That
on install.
yeah.
Why isn't that just an install option on Windows? I mean, Microsoft, you're the only major operating system left that doesn't just have a quick and easy way to encrypt your boot drive when you install the operating system. iOS, Android, Linux, and Mac OS all prompt you, like right when you're setting them up. In fact, iOS and Android, it's encrypted by default now. Like it's ridiculous. Now, my volume panel is not as good as yours, I think. I noticed a problem with it almost immediately because I have so many audio devices on my computer.
Yeah.
That when I went to scroll through them with my mouse wheel, because the indicator to move it manually is like this little tiny thing, I started immediately moving the sliders. So the scroll wheel does both.
Yeah.
Like tilting, or not tilting, but like rolling through all the interfaces and also adjusting the sliders. So it's like impossible to use.
Our layouts are so different that wouldn't even be possible on mine. Yeah. The thing that I really liked, like really liked about that, like it was a slideshow, essentially a suggestion slideshow.
Yeah.
Is the new user experience there is so strong, because if I'm genuinely a fresh user to Linux, I probably did some amount of research.
Yeah,
but
or not. Like, what if you just want to play video games?
You also might have done none, right?
And you don't want to pay for Windows.
And
what if it's that simple?
I actually really like a lot of them, but the application names are often quite different.
Yeah, I wanted to open something, and it's like, would you like to use Kate?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is Kate?
Yeah, like
I had to Google it.
Yeah.
On Windows, it's like, would you like to use Notepad? Notepad, that's pretty self-explanatory.
It's really straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I really liked about that was it went through basically all the standard things that you'd use your computer for.
Yeah.
And it gave you like, these are, I don't know, not necessarily the best, but in a lot of situations, pre-installed options or very easy to acquire and use things that you can do to get this really genuinely wide range of things done.
Right.
And I actually thought that was awesome, because if I was a new user, I would have very likely either written that down or taken pictures, but like been way more prepared, genuinely way more prepared to actually use Linux than I would have before that slideshow. So I want to give
Floatplane chat's freaking out. They figured out what desktop environment I'm in. Well, guys, wait for the video, because there's definitely still going to be surprises. Luke actually knows one of the surprises that is going to be in the video, because I couldn't help it. I was like messaging him at midnight. I'm like, have you ever seen anything this wild?
Genuinely no, actually, which is pretty crazy.
It was absolutely wild.